discussed earlier, I'd like you to read something from your book, and this comes back to The Exorcist, and this is an audition you did for a lady called Juliet.
Juliet Taylor, who has also cast all the Woody Allen films, incidentally. So this is Juliet Taylor speaking at the beginning. She said, "I would like for you to." This is the audition. I went to Juliet Taylor's office, and she said, "I would like for you to improvise the little girl and the demon inside of her." Juliet said after I sat down in her office. "Both?" I asked. I tried to make it sound more like a simple confirmation and less like surprise. "Both," Juliet said. I hadn't exactly prepared for both auditions, but I'd done plenty of improvisation before on stage. And during any brief career, my brief career as a mime, took a few deep breaths, collected myself, and began my audition. I got up from the chair and moved it to the side. Then I walked back towards the middle of her office and dropped to my knees. I started to whimper and cry. In that moment, I was a helpless 12-year-old pleading for her mother's assistance. "Mommy, Mommy, help me, please." I begged in the very best high-pitched 12-year-old voice I could muster. Then I countered into a very uncomfortable position, and the next thing I knew, the horrible, low, guttural voice came from my belly. "You're mine, you sow. You mine, you pig. Get away from her." In my mind, I had now transformed Juliet's office into Reagan's room. I was in her bedroom, trying to rid myself of the demon that had forced herself inside of me. And then I saw the demon demanding control. I was the demon demanding control, swearing at everybody who was in the room. And then Reagan again, sweet, innocent little Reagan, tortured by some evil, twisted being. And then I became the demon again, one last time, writhing and reaching for control, attempting to force out all the good and innocent left inside Reagan's body. When it was over, I opened my eyes. I was back in Juliet's office, kneeling on the floor in front of her desk. Across from me, Juliet sat in her chair, her mouth dropped open. I tried not to react to all of this. I didn't want to show any kind of overconfidence in my performance. I simply stood from the floor, pulled the chair from the wall, and sat back down. I acted as cool as I could. Deep down, though, I felt I'd done a great improv, and actually I knew it.
Wow.